It is now February 10th, 2022, as in the film of this video, and that can only mean one thing. Jump Force is officially delisted worldwide for digital purchases. The title lasted 2+ years and will be 3 years by next week or so, but then the online service is scheduled to drop in August 2022. In this video, I just want to talk about the disappointment of the community surrounding Jump Force rather than the game itself. Next.
ゲームスタートだ。エニグマ影。
Ayo guys, your favorite Kage, Enigma Kage, bringing yet another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you stick around, watch a few of my videos, and hey, maybe subscribe today. Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button because it greatly helps out the video in more ways than you guys can imagine. So let's just jump right on in. Jump Force dropped in February 2019, and since the launch of the game, it was heavily criticized by both the ongoing community and people outside looking in. The game was very far from good when it initially dropped, and that's undeniable. However, as time went on, the game got a few patches and was in the right direction. Yes, not perfect, but it was something well enough to recommend to other newer players. I was no stranger to Spike Chunsoft and Bandai Namco's collaboration series. I originally imported J-Star's Victory Versus back in 2014 on the PS3, and I had paid a husky price to get this thing imported over to the States. The game was heavily criticized back then too by foreign players, just as Jump Force was over here in the West. It was either the roster didn't have someone's favorite, or even the gameplay had some issues. I don't know why Spike Chunsoft always developed their fighting games to have some amazing looking things, but then lack somewhere else in a big way. Jump Force is by far one of my favorite fighting games. Not only was I able to make connections with supporters on YouTube, but I had tons of fun with my friends. The game wasn't meant to be taken seriously, but apparently those who complain say otherwise. A major issue besides the licensing issue came from the community. The community was split between those who truly love the game and those who truly love the exploits of the game. Those who loved booting the game up to play Goku vs. Deku were the ones who were forced out by the garbage cheesing community. Although I like to think of myself as one of the pillars in the Jump Force community, I didn't have enough pull to get Spike Chunsoft's attention on a lot of the issues. You know who really had that kind of juice? The big YouTubers that hyped the game up from E3 2018 till launch. I don't know whether they had a bag to do it or not, but after a short period they turned on the game instead of trying to fix certain issues. The only big YouTuber that left that I truly respect was Globeku. He outlined the issues, he said his piece, and then he bounced. I cannot think of another big YouTuber that left and had constructive criticism for the game. See, that's the issue. The game didn't flop, it had millions of sales and 2 seasonal passes. However, these big YouTubers didn't stick around to actually learn the game, so they just went on a meme spree and made it seem like the game was a button masher and had zero depth. You'll see these rise and falls videos just pop up about Jump Force now that the game has been delisted, and the content creator probably never picked up the controller to actually learn how to play the game. The bigger your platform, the more harm you were doing by not addressing the real issues. I can't tell you how many times their focal point was the dang single player story mode. Seriously? Outside of the Storm series, no one was buying a fighting game for the story. I really wish they spent time actually helping the community than harming it, because now we are ultimately left with nothing. In the same way some of you guys go on nostalgic pipe dreams about J-Stars being amazing, you'll be doing that with Jump Force in a year or so, when we are still left with no anime crossover game till 2024. The community's lack of maturity really took a toll on this game's reputation. If they actually played the game for more than 2 months, they can see that the potential was there. Yet we have time to make videos on Jump Force, but could care less about the actual game. I can only hope when the sequel drops that these very same individuals actually learn from their clout chasing past. I could care less how they feel about what I just said. I still love the game for what it is. Some of the community completely sucks. Next time, do better to help the game rather than kill it. This is the worst game ever? Come on now. One Punch Man dropped a year later.